How much did you spend last year feeding dogs?
We have 800 per dog per day. And we have 900 dogs.
God have mercy upon us.
Multiply by 365.
According to you, you feed that innocent who is presumed innocent with 750 naira a day at 250 naira per meal. And then a dog, you feed the dog with at least 800 naira a day. So a dog is better fed in Nigeria prison than an innocent Nigerian who is held. It's a policy issue. Whether it is the intention of government to appropriate more money to feed animals than to feed human beings.
Dear Nigeria, you have good news already. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Listen to the next one. Don't spoil it. You people should not allow all this bad news to spoil your day. Just watch this video to the very end.
This is Nwabalu's main hometown, Okuzwe, here in Onelga local government area of Rivers State. See young children, see the elderly ones, all here to welcome their heroes. What a day this is.
Congratulations, Stanley Nwabali. You did so well. You did us proud at the AFCON 2023 tournament for Nigerians. We are so happy. At least these are the things that give us joy, the things that do not allow politics to come in between us. Tribalism, nepotism, all of those things, we do not look at it. We look at Nigeria as one. Now, let's listen to the next man who is unaware that Tinubu had crashed the dollar. Let us watch.
At all, he's doing nothing. The primary problem is that it doesn't even understand the cause. It's in denial. The primary cause of what we are going through today is the recklessness of this government and this president by suddenly removing fuel subsidy on the day he was inaugurated, without looking at the balance sheet of the country, without consulting, and without knowing what the problems are. Flippantly, on May 29th, just removed fuel subsidy, without having any fallback plans. You don't do that, and that's why we're going through all of this. Price of food is going up. Inflation, as at yesterday, was 29.9. The dollar, when they came to the naira, was 680. Today is 1,500. Everything is going up. And they are surprised because they don't have a plan. And I said it from the outset that in August last year, that Tinubunomics is nothing but a very painful pill for everybody to die, and people are dying. This president started this policy before he even assembling his team. It clearly showed that the president was being advised by shadowy, armchair, theoretical economists that know little or nothing about the sufferings of our people. And we all know all this policy is just a prescription they got from the World Bank. In Washington, D.C., they got a prescription. And that prescription is killing our people. We've been raising our voices, telling the president and the governors, the president looks like he's just drowning. And the economic team, all they are doing is like flailing their arms as if they are drowning. I saw the three economic team the other day on TV at the National Assembly, and I was a lot more depressed than when it started. The Minister of Finance, the Central Bank Governor, and the FIRS boss. The honest truth is that they do not know how to get out of this mess. This self-inflicted pain they've put this nation through. They don't know how to get us out of it. And we are warning them. And we do not see what Martin Luther King referred to as the fierce urgency of now from this government to get us out of this mess. We are in serious trouble. Everything must stop. There is hunger in the land. Democracy means nothing to a hungry, homeless man or woman. What they are doing is akin to a doctor coming into a room, patient's room, and just looking at the numbers. Oh, the blood pressure is this, the pulse is this, instead of looking at the patient. They have no connection with our people. Our people are suffering. Millions of people, predominantly women and children, go to bed hungry in this country of plenty. Nigeria has no reason to be poor. Nigeria is not a poor country, but our wealth is in the hands of a few. And we see that, even the cost of governance. They are living as if it is 1999. Our people are dying. That is why in the north, we had the voices of our traditional rulers. And they should take it seriously. You remember when the First Lady visited the Emir of Kano 2 weeks ago? The Emir of Kano told her, go and tell Mr. President that our people are suffering. There is hunger in the land. It was a coded message, because if the president does not read the papers, if he does not go through social media, if his advisors would not tell him the truth, the Emir was telling the wife, go and tell Mr. President. As a follow-through, all traditional rulers in the north met in Kaduna 3 days ago, and they came out with a screaming headline all papers took 3 days ago, read by the Sultan of Sokoto. This country is sitting on a keg of gunpowder, and there is nothing more they can do to stop the anger of their people. They've run out of excuses. In the north, our traditional rulers are the last bus stop. When they start talking, leaders need to sit up and listen. We're in big trouble. Our traditional rulers and our clerics, 2 days ago, yesterday, the sermons in all the mosques in the north, people are suffering. There is hunger in the land. People are dying in the midst of plenty. Leaders sit up. Any leader who does not listen to the sufferings of his people does so at his own peril. What we are afraid of, we're not afraid of what is going to happen to politicians. We're afraid is what is going to happen to our country, Nigeria. This country we love dearly. This country that has given us more than we have given back. This country that has been formed on the blood and sweat and tears of our leaders past. No reckless politician is going to break this country up by his recklessness and not listening to the concerns of the people.
All right,
there
Prof.
is hunger in the land.
All right.
All is not well.
All right, Prof, we heard you loud and
Did I just hear him say that the people in the north, there's hunger in the land, that the clergies are meeting? Is this not the same north that sold us? I saw in a place where they were tweeting that the Igbo should come and help them protest. Hey, the Yorubas are calling the Igbos to come and help them protest. The North are calling the Igbos to come and help them protest. The same people that told the Igbos, remember as I'm speaking, I don't speak on behalf of anybody. I am not Igbo, I am not Yoruba, I am not Hausa. Hey, so you won't say I am being partial here. No. I'm still holding the same thing I held how many months ago? 9 to 10 months ago. I still stand on those words. Are you the same people calling people to come and help you protest? No, you shouldn't. The Igbos were already ready for this time. Somebody now put up a post that, oh, Peter Obi must be crying, although it's sarcasm. But let me read that post. We will teach Peter Obi a lesson, in quotes, they said. And they truly, I feel for Peter Obi, I can only imagine how he is suffering. And right now, can someone check on him? Has he eaten? So the guy is actually saying this in sarcasm, meaning that these are the people that say they will teach Peter Obi a lesson, they will do this, they will do that. So the people should help him check on Peter Obi if he has eaten. That's the way we are in Nigeria. You see, somebody like Peter Obi who has so much money, they feel that it's him they want to punish. No, it's not possible. It's the masses they are punishing. But you know, we have a good news, right? At the end of everything, we have a good news that the dollar had crashed, the fuel is being sold at just calm down, guys. We will get to that. Let us not jump the gun. Governor of the CBN, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, I don't know why I'm laughing, Alayemi, has said his job is the second most difficult on earth. Speaking on Sunday, February 18, at the opening of the 2024 First Plenary Assembly of the Catholic Bishops Conference of Nigeria, CBCN, Cardoso stated that the federal government reform and other actions are paying off. Cardoso Cardoso, who was the chairman of the occasion, further stated that there is light at the end of the tunnel. He said, "I will continue to remember that in spite of my job, the second most difficult job on the face of the planet, this is really something that remains very memorable. As a result of some of the recent reports from the CBN, over the course of the last week, about 1.8 billion came into the market. As long as the country can sustain a positive trajectory, Nigeria will get out of its economic woes and foreign exchange market will begin to moderate itself." I told you people there is good news, but did you see the dollar today? Dollar had fallen. No, I don't want to jump the gun. Let me finish this thing. The dollar has fallen so flat, like better than when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was in government. If I review how much the dollar is now, you will jump. In fact, you will just go and celebrate. Keep watching this video to the very end. A 200 level student of the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, identified simply as Choma, allegedly poured hot water on the president of our hostel, Mark, a third-year agricultural economics student. It was gathered that the incident occurred on Saturday, February 17, 2024, at Twins Fall Lodge in Ifeti, Awka, following a disagreement between both of them over hostel cleaning. Details of the incident are still sketchy at the time of filing this report. But it was learned that Choma allegedly stabbed Mark in the process and poured hot water on him, which led to him being taken to a local hospital for medical attention. In between all of this good news that we are about to share today, there are other good news. Guys, please watch this video to the very end. Peter Obi wants to govern Nigeria using catastrophes and buzzwords, consumption to production, China, Malaysia, Egypt, etc. What the F does he know about governance? Pretending he cares for poor masses. Go and ask how much he pays his staff in all his companies and come back and explain to me the true meaning of modern day slavery. For those people that call themselves obedient, apart from curses and insults, do you have any clear idea about what Peter Obi have done differently do you know what Peter Obi would have done differently had he been elected? Because Peter Obi himself has not advanced a single plan. No wonder Reno Mekri and Deji Adeyaju chased you out of their social media handle space, and you are looking for space to share your frustration and dependency as if you people are the only Nigerians recognized by law. You see, this is the former spokesperson for, hey God, Atiku's former spokesperson, he's the one saying all of this just because they gave him peanuts. You see, and to the fact, the one that is paying him is that this man is a lawyer. This man is a lawyer. These are the lawyers that when you have a case and you take them to court to represent you, they go behind your back to collect money from your opponents, and then at the end of the day, they begin to become absent from the court. Look at what he's saying. Atiku former spokesperson David Bala that knocks Peter Obi and his followers obedience. Can you imagine that? They are the ones looking for our trouble now. We are not the one. We are being very, very kind though. Guys, the story has not ended though. It's long. PDP wahala. We need Akwa as PDP national chairman to rebrand PDP. Onworidi Ibori Ubulu said. The traditional Prime Minister Onishe of Ibulu Kingdom, the Senior Special Assistant on Youth Mobilization, Chief James Endurance Nwodi, known as Ibori Mbulu, said the People's Democratic Party PDP will be more stronger with the immediate past governor of Delta State, Senator Ifeanyi Akwa, as PDP national chairman. Nwodi, who disclosed this during a meeting with youth in Abuja, said the PDP needs an experienced politician that has track records of moral and intellectual capacity to lead and manage human diversities for the betterment of all. The PDP as a party at the moment needs the immediate past governor of Delta State, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, as PDP national chairman. Considering his wealth of experience, Okowa is more trusted, reliable, capable to lead the PDP to victory when elections comes. Wait, I want to know if it is this same Okowa that they were campaigning against, or if it's the same person. Anyway, that's politics for you. As of today, Nigerians have seen the difference between PDP and APC, considering the hardship being faced by everyone. The only person that can rebrand PDP is Okowa. As a governor, he was fair, just and equitable to all Deltans, and no doubt as PDP national chairman he would make us all proud. We all saw how the successfully conducted the PDP 2018 convention in a free and fair manner. Okowa has always been in PDP and he would steer PDP in the right direction. He is a humble politician and well-informed individual that is respected across the political divide. With him on as PDP chairman, the party will never know a better yesterday. Okay, now you see this life, you see politicians, if you don't fear anything in this world, fear Nigerian politicians. Fear them. Fear Nigerian politicians. So, like, fear 98% of Nigerian politicians. If you don't want to fear anything again in this life, just take some time, sit down and fear them. So now we are wondering, okay, what is going on in Nigeria? Everybody is saying that the naira has crashed. Everybody is saying the dollar is dwindling. All the things they have said. But this matter, before I break the news of today's video, like the icing on the cake, because today's video is about so many things happening in Nigeria. Different things are happening. The protest that is about to kickstart today, even though the people have not heard the good news, because I'm sure if they've heard the good news, they will not still plan this protest. They will not go ahead with the protest. Guys, watch this video to the very end so that you understand why today's video is taking the turn it is taking.
So the kind of deaths and the kind of economic mess that we're in, a lot of people did not understand. Sometimes I remember President Obama saying that you cannot know Washington until you get to Washington. So by the time we went in to look at the economic situation of the country, it was terrible. So you know that the former governor of the Central Bank, we don't even know what to charge him with. Whether to charge him for putting foam on top of the pay, or to charge him for illegal possession of firearms, or to charge him for printing notes without the income. I don't know what we are going to charge him with. But what we can know is that yes, there is hunger today because of the kind of policies and actions that they took. And we recognize that. And I think every political party should recognize that there is hunger and that we are battling to ensure that Nigerians can sleep with their eyes closed. Yes, there is insecurity. We are battling to ensure that Nigerians can eat 3 square meals a day. But be rest assured that we can fend for this job. We can bend and dance around the country. We will not let you down. We will get to the bottom of it. All we need is patience. The rot that has happened in Nigeria for so many years, for almost 60 years, cannot be solved in 6 months. So that is what we need is patience. Patience from all quarters.
Did you hear that? That they don't know what they will charge Emefiele for. So this thing that they are arresting Emefiele every day is carrying file. They are beating him in court, trying to collect his phone so that he will not make call, to the point that Emefiele started crying in court last year. So all of this is political. That they don't know what to charge him with, whether it's to charge him with printing naira note, whether it's to charge him of the policies they made that put people into poverty, whether they should do this, whether they should do that. So are you people now seeing what I said? If they are truly going to charge him for the monies he printed, is it him that made that policy himself? Why are they not arresting Buhari? You see, this country, Nigeria, there's a whole lot that we don't know. There's a whole lot we don't know. So if you are that youth who is always putting his chest to saying, I am supporting this man, carrying it on your head, without understanding that what it is going to, the ripple effect of that standing for somebody you don't know. On the mandate you shall stand. All the people that stood on that mandate, they are now crying more than we that did not stand on the mandate. We that did not stand on that mandate, God is making ways and providing for us. Those who stood on that mandate, they are the ones on the internet crying everywhere. Guys, I don't want to jump the gun. I don't know it while I'm trying to be. I don't want to jump the gun, because today those who are going for protests, I'm sure they do not even know that the naira had been the dollar had been devalued. It is sinking. That is what the presenters will say. It has given a nosedive. Hey, English, Oyibo. Guys, watch this video to the very end, because the news, it is choking.
Hello and welcome. My name is Laulu Akonde, and you are on to Inside Sources. But first, here is my take for the week. As we battle some of the contending issues facing us as a people, issues like insecurity and the economic hardship in the land, courageous leadership at the very top is vital. Our leaders must be bold enough to fire appointed public officials who don't deliver on their KPIs, as the key performance indicators. We have seen in this country how the lack of consequences and impunity have created new problems and made old ones worse. For example, we have seen how we have been fighting insecurity for decades now, and when it seems that we've solved it at one point, it reappears in another form. There have been claims of collusion and corruption in certain agencies. Our leaders ought not to be shy to thoroughly investigate these things and discover what is really happening, and if necessary, punish those responsible for the collusion and corruption if it is established. How is it possible that more than half of the oil lifted in Nigeria, for instance, is being stolen and no one has been caught or punished for several years? As a nation, we are even struggling with OPEC quota. In June last year, OPEC cut Nigeria's output target for 2024, that is for this year. It was cut to 1.3 million barrels per day from 1.7 million barrels per day, because for years as a nation we have failed to meet the targets. A president or a governor or an elected official in the federal or state government is no use in the long run if he or she fails to use the big stick against those holding our commonwealth down. Our leaders must be bold enough, honest and forthright to draw a line in the sand on the issues of corruption and any issue that is causing our people untold hardship, especially where people are underperforming. A leader ought to say, get out. Corruption is corrosive. A former president said, if we don't kill it, it will kill us. In 2015, many Nigerians thought the former president, whose campaigns spearheaded the change narrative, would actually bring the change. I served under the administration. But that has not happened. 8 years after, our leaders who made those promises are still grappling at the straws. Corruption is still pervasive. Economy is biting. Insecurity relentless. What we seem to lack is the set of bold leadership in executive, legislature, and the judiciary who can look at the problems of Nigeria eyeball to eyeball and say no more. But Nigerians have given the APC, who made those promises of change in 2015, another chance. Now, under a new president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who will have spent 9 months in office at the end of this month. The burden that President Tinubu is carrying is heavier than that of President Buhari. And it is important this is said, because now President Tinubu is not just carrying the burden of promise, but he's carrying the burden of truncated hope. And good thing, he has rightly named his agenda Renewed Hope. Nigerians have placed so much expectations on the promises, and now they are wondering how come they believe the lie. And so it is up to President Tinubu to show that those promises made in 2015 were no lies. And that is why we are appealing to him today and all those in authority, that the government, whether it be executive, judiciary, or legislator, it's important to apply courage and boldness. The situation we are facing today is worrying, but many of us still hope and pray that our leaders can summon the required courage to surmount the conditions and to deal with the contradictions, especially in agencies such as CBN and NNPC, two of the most critical institutions that must be thoroughly reformed if our economy is to come out of what seems to be a doldrum. The 1999 Constitution, as amended, may have defects, but it has already invested enough powers in the president and the governors to enable those in the offices to act with courage, especially the president. There is still enough time. We still have 3 years to go for this tenure. The question is, how courageous will we say this our current set of leaders are? at the end of the day. That's the take for this week, and Inside Sources will be right back.
Nigerians are so ungrateful. Tinubu that just crashed the dollar to 180 per dollar, and you people are just here, being very, very rude to him and saying unkind things. Why is it that you people forget yesterday so soon, according to Wike? Why are we holding this man accountable? Is Tinubu not doing more than all the past presidents of Nigeria? Why are you guys like this? Nigerians, you need to sit up and look into the right direction and know that Tinubu has crashed the naira as at today to 180. Guys, it is just sarcasm. He crashed nothing. In fact, people are going out to protest.